But do a creative tour of the mashup pack in it, and no, hard, not normal. And
It's really, really well done.
oh yeah. On the volume again, I'm not sure. I'm gonna check it just to make sure. But yeah, let's get into it. If you create a load of yes, we already know. We're not trying to save anything. Yes, it does. This is exactly what I wanted to show you. Alright, I don't know if any of you have ever seen the movie, but if you remember the dog... Woman, I swear to God, why are my controllers inverted? What the hell is this crap?
I did that, sorry. So, when you spawn in, you actually spawn into one of the cells. You're gonna have to turn the music down.
Yeah, I'm getting it. It's at 50.
I still feel like that's too loud.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily what they hear. Because I had it at 50 last time, and it was not that loud at all. But yeah, when you spawn in, you spawn into one of the jail cells in the island that Jack was in, if you remember the dog that had the keys. And this is a mashup of pretty much all the movies. And this video is probably not going to be extremely long, just because we're looking around. We're going to show you the different things. That right there is the chest. The chests in this game, and it's pretty cool.
They look metal, but they still only require planks to make.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm gonna head further down just to show you that there's multiple levels. And down here, you got anvils. These are the furnaces for this world, which is pretty cool. I am honestly not sure what that is.
That's a brewing stand.
Okay, like she said, that's a brewing stand.
So once you make it out of the jail cells, you're in this courtyard with the gallows and everything. And then if you go straight forward, you reach the edge of not only the jail, but the island. I don't know if you guys remember the scene where Elizabeth Swann's corset is too tight and she falls. This is the jail from that part of the movie, and it's right on the edge of the cliff.
Oh yeah. And they got all kinds of pirate ships here. They have the Queen Anne's Revenge. They have who is it? The Flying Dutchman. And for those of you that don't know, the Queen Anne's Revenge is Blackbeard's, and the Flying Dutchman is Davy Jones's ship. And as you can see, the villagers have a different skin.
Speaking of skins.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We can show them.
If I could ever just turn around and see her face. Yeah, that. They still make the same noise. And, yeah.
There's a lot of different skins with this mashup pack.
I'm going to go out here to this island. This is, I believe it's the island that Jack was supposed to be stranded on when Barbossa left him here. And it looks pretty cool because I think this is supposed to be all the rum that's supposed to be here at that Elizabeth lights on fire. And yeah, I mean, and if this is the island, then there should be a secret door leading down to a hole in the ground. But I don't know if they went as far as to put that in the game.
So with the new aquatic update, they introduced sea turtles. I'll show you what they look like with this mashup pack, but they actually lay eggs on the sand, and then after a couple of Minecraft days, the eggs will hatch and there will be baby sea turtles. So those were sea turtle eggs.
Yes, and sea turtles only hatch at night.
Just like in real life.
Yep. They only hatch at night. So if you're trying to watch them during the day and you keep sleeping through the night, you're never going to watch them hatch. But if you do know the aquatic update, then you know that there are dolphins. There is a
And they introduced a whole bunch of coral.
Oh, yeah.
And new sponges.
Yeah. The dolphins in here actually have a different skin on them. Let's see if I can find one.
There are also new mobs. They're called drowns. They're basically zombies underwater. They come out on land, but only rarely. And there's also ruins that you can find under the water now, and wrecked ships that still have treasure and everything on them. These are actually guardians,
Yeah.
which means there's a temple nearby.
These are the skins they put on the dolphins for this mashup pack, and
They are still
they're
just
sharks.
dolphins, though.
But yes, they are still dolphins. And in case you didn't know this, if you feed a dolphin a raw cod, they will lead you to the nearest treasure. And it is it's extremely useful to know that. And if you look, this right here is the Queen Anne's Revenge, which is Blackbeard ship, and it is gigantonormous. Also, what I think is the coolest thing about this is it actually fires. And I just lit that island on fire. I think it's awesome. I've never actually seen a cannon that fires. Of course, you know, I've never actually tried to build a cannon in Minecraft. But, you know, and this right here is the island that has the Fountain of Youth, which they do actually have the Fountain of Youth in here, and it's absolutely insane.
With this texture pack or the mashup pack, this is what the enchantment table looks like. And these are just standard torches.
I had to check to see if my mic was unmuted.
Was it?
Yes, it was. And down here is...
Is mine?
Yes. Is it red?
No.
Then it's unmuted. Ah, these are the zombies. And they are like the zombies from the movie. What is it? Which one is it? They're like the zombies that Blackbeard controls in... Oh, what was the name of that one? It wasn't at World's End. What was it, baby?
I don't remember. This is a crafting table, which is cool because it actually shows
Oh, yeah.
crafting tools.
Yeah, so when you push this button, I don't understand exactly what they do, but they only appear in the nether. And if you look up, there's water. And it puts you in here, where the actual Fountain of Youth is, which is awesome. And I have not been in here. There's skulls on the ground and everything. This is pretty cool, because this is the actual Fountain of Youth. That'd be pretty cool if they actually got the water to go up and around and into this and dripping out. I still don't remember the name of that one. But that's okay. I'll figure it out later on. It happens every time. I forget things. And then I have to remember.
This is the governor's house. And it looks huge, but when you go in it, there's really only like, I don't know, 7 rooms maybe.
Alright, let's fly out of this hole. Go up. And when you actually play the game in survival mode, the first time you come, it's just like this. It's set up just like this, to where you see everything. Oh, yes. I wanted to show you the spiders. This, I believe, is a regular spider. Or is that a cave spider? Either way, I think it looks awesome. And I don't like spiders. And let us see here. Let's fly up through here. Ah, yes, the Chinese village. If you remember from At World's End, where Elizabeth Swann and Barbossa and the crew went through that little Asian village to find a boat when they were trying to get Calypso and Davy Jones' locker, or Davy Jones. These are the slimes, and they are ships in bottles.
But not all of them have a ship in the bottle. When you break slimes down, the biggest turns into 3 mediums, and then each of those turn into 3 smalls. The smallest level of each are just bottles.
Yes. Which is awesome. And now, I don't know if you remember when they were searching for Jack, they went into what I'm assuming is the far north. And
no, I get to show them that part. That's my favorite part.
Fine. I will, however, show you over here where they have 3 dead pirates hanging from the very first movie, which I think is pretty cool. Kind of dark, but pretty cool nonetheless. Here is one of the commandant's ships.
This is
There's
the
just
Black
tiny
Pearl.
little ships. One of them. There's several black pearls in this one. Fine, but I get to show them the nether. Alright. Now, if you know anything about the movies, you know about the Kraken. And at the end of one of them, the Kraken was eating the Black Pearl. As it is here.
You may want to wait until daylight to show them the Kraken, though. We should have turned off the daytime
Yeah,
cycle.
we should have. That's okay, they can still see it. And look how gigantic this thing is. It is absolutely insane. They built this all the way around. And look, I think those are supposed to be its eyes.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. I don't know exactly what they used for it, because I haven't really investigated the blocks. But if you go around here, it is just insane the amount of work they put into this. And there's zombies on it. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. And then, if you look over at her side, she will show you what's inside that frost cave.
Yes. So, when you go into it, it does get really dark, so you have to be careful. There is this awesome structure where they have put lanterns at the top, and all of these boats have a light on them, so you're going through this completely pitch black tunnel, and then you literally fall off of the waterfall down to the bottom area, which, if you remember in the movies, when the Black Pearl gets stuck in the scene with all of the crabs and Jack Sparrow starts going crazy, that is what this is. And during the daytime, there are little monkeys that run around on the sand as well as crabs. So it's really authentic and it looks awesome in the daylight.
Oh yeah, and the crabs are actually endermites. And if you sit there during the daytime, everything else that is around there will actually attack and kill the endermites. Don't know why, but it's pretty cool. The one that the Kraken is trying to eat.
I'm going to take a potion of night vision so that you guys can see this next part better, since it is still night. So we came in through this waterfall looking at the Black Pearl. So we're going to exit through this other area, which looks, I mean, because I have the night vision potion, you can see everything, but it looks crazy coming through without the night vision potion, and you can see the waves coming up and around the top of the cave. And then on the end of the cave, they actually have my favorite scene from the movies and my favorite part of this mashup, the Black Pearl, when it flips over in the water to get to the other side.
Down
and
is up.
they have built it completely upside down. And I mean, you can still find monsters and stuff on it, and you can walk through certain parts of it, but the entire ship is built upside down for this scene, and it is amazing. But again, it's my favorite part of the movie, so obviously it's my favorite part of this as well.
Oh yeah. And now if you look, there's the inside of the Kraken's mouth. And it leads to Davy Jones's locker.
Which is the Nether.
Yes.
In this world. And the cool part is, so once you go into the Kraken's mouth and through the portal, you actually also exit from the Kraken's mouth in the Nether.
Yes. And that's where we're going now. See? And this, yeah, it is absolutely insane. I think that's the coolest part to me, is that you're exiting through the Kraken's mouth.
Oh, and I love the
Nether.
ghasts.
Oh, yes.
You guys haven't seen them yet, but I am a huge fan of butterflies and jellyfish. They are my two favorite animals.
Yes.
And the ghasts in the Nether look like flying literally box jellyfish. It is amazing.
These are lava cubes, believe it or not. I'm going to drink this just in case it fades out.
Magma cubes.
Magma cubes, that's it. Sorry, she knows more about this than I do.
It's okay.
But yeah, these are those are magma cubes, and here is what I believe to be is zombie pigmen.
They have fish heads.
Yeah, they are. They
heads.
are just like the people from Davy Jones's ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge. No, the Flying Dutchman. Excuse me. Queen Anne's Revenge is Blackbeard's. But yes, and it is absolutely awesome. I love it. And instead of lava everywhere, it's got water. Because, well, you know, it's the ocean. And it's Davy Jones's locker. Which I haven't really been down in the water, but I'm not really here to show you that. I don't know how that magma cube is surviving in the water, but awesome. That's cool. Looks like a broken apart ship in the Nether. Alright. And there we go. There's the ghast right there. I think that's awesome.
They are so cool.
It is very cool. That is one of her favorite parts. It's just the ghast. And she likes ghasts to begin with. But here...
Something about a flying ghost shooting fireballs out of its mouth.
Oh, yeah. Here... I showed him that. Here is...
I'm trying to find the headhunter's village to show you.
That was somewhere in the jungle. I don't know where that is. I have not shown him that. Here is the Flying Dutchman. Yeah. And it is rather large. I think it's awesome. It doesn't really have a whole lot to it. I mean, it's... I did look down in the down in the brig. Oh, look, there's the keyboard. I did look down at the brig, and I was hoping to see, like, you know, skulls of people fused into the walls like it was in the movie, but unfortunately,
there's
it
just
does
so
not.
much that they can do, and for Minecraft being an 8-bit type game, there's no way they could have included that.
Yeah.
I will say one of the cool things that's really small that they did, it actually makes a skull and crossbones every time. Sand, dirt, wood. It is awesome, and I can go down here and show you what I'm talking about. So when you start to dig out... Oh, it's in... Okay, so in creative, it's one hit for everything, so I can't actually show you. But once you start digging, on all of the faces of the cube, a skull and crossbones appear, and it's really cool. I don't know if you've even noticed that yet.
I did not notice that at all. And if you look, these are the blazes from there. The floating swords is freaking awesome. I love the way this is done. I think that is my favorite mob. By far. And I think it's awesome. Oh, what else? There is so much here. Let's see. I am not really sure. I'm not really sure which one these guys are, but I think they look pretty damn cool, personally. But yeah, I think
That's the
that
Kraken.
is it for
That's
the
one
Nether.
of the black-
I think instead of fortresses in the Nether, they have ships. Shipwrecks. That's the word I was looking for. Holy crap, I can't speak today. Which is absolutely awesome to me. I mean, it keeps everything neat, or with the theme. Let's see where to go. All right, you find the Headhunters Village yet?
No,
And
I'm probably just
yeah,
missing
there we
it.
go.
People, anyone who watches has probably already seen me go over it. And
Probably, but I am coming back. I'll help you find it. And I like the way the Nether portal looks here. It just looks like whirlpools.
oh, have you showed them this yet?
I have not showed them Salazar's ship.
Okay, so let me zoom over here. So we have these rocks that are really pointy, and they match this ominous scene. And then you actually see, how do you say his name?
Salazar.
You actually see his ship about to consume another ship, and it is incredibly well done.
Yes.
And it's
She hasn't seen that one yet,
No, I haven't.
which I'm probably going to show it to her on HBO. But yeah.
I just love the feel, like the environment that they've built for these incredibly dark scenes in the movies. Like I said, I haven't personally seen this part, but seeing a ship that's capable of quite literally consuming other ships hidden in this dark, spiky kind of immediate death type place with these huge clouds at the top. And the thing about these clouds, unlike Minecraft clouds, because these were actually built, you can just straight stand on these. Last time we played, before we found the nether portal in the Kraken's mouth, I actually built a nether portal up here just so that it was away from everything else.
And if you remember the lighthouse tower that they
wait, here
use
it is.
to get the mermaids, this is it. And I think it's absolutely cool. But
So this is part of the Headhunters Village. The way that I remember that scene, and it's been years since I've actually seen that one, where they get kidnapped and stuck in the bone cages, hanging from... They actually built those in here too. And I distinctly remember that scene because they were running back and forth trying to swing it to one side or the other of the mountain. And they have both of those here. And it's just awesome the amount of work that they put into making these mashups and pulling so many iconic scenes from so many of the movies and making it work in one cohesive, map. But it covers, there's like, what, seven of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies now? And it covers all of them.
I think there's only 6, but there's supposed to be 7. Now, if you guys remember from Dead Man's Chest, I believe it was.
I didn't even find this the last time we were here.
I think that's from the first one where him and Will fight, where Jack and Will fight on the wheel. But if you remember the pirate fortress that is made from all the wrecked ships, and for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of it. This is it, and it is absolutely enormous. I would gladly take you through all the rooms if I knew how to navigate this place, but I tried to do it once, and I can't do it. at all, but it is incredible. They have absolutely everything.
Ooh, and right here, which is actually one of my favorite parts of the movie. I don't remember her name, the goddess.
Calypso.
Yeah. So to get to her in the movies, they have to go through this swamp, and she lives in this little tiny cottage way in the back middle of nowhere. So you go through the swampland, and they actually have her house too,
Oh yeah.
which is awesome.
Wow.
I think even on the inside of the house, she has a monkey in a cage, which is from the movie.
She does. And there are
See,
elytra
look,
wings.
there's a monkey. That's crazy.
If you find the switch, you can let them free. There are elytra wings at the top of this tower, at the top of this fortress, which is, I mean, it is insanely huge. I can barely see the ground. Like, the game fog has already taken over before at the top of this fortress.
Oh,
And it is absolutely crazy.
These are the beds.
Yes, they are the beds.
When you build, and the process of building everything is still the same. Like, it still takes 3 wool and 3 plank blocks to make a bed. But once you make it, this is actually what it looks like when you put it up.
Oh yeah, and here is the battle scene between the Flying Dutchman and the Commandant's ship.
And
it
the
is
apples are green.
crazy.
And I think that that is cool because the scene where he's watching her eat an apple and she thinks that he's poisoned it, but in reality he just misses tasting things. It was a green apple that he was actually forcing her to eat. And all of the apples, instead of being red like in classic Minecraft, are green in this mashup. And it's the small things.
Oh yeah.
Like, for me, that's the biggest part, is seeing all of these small things from the movies that you don't even necessarily think about when you think about the movies, but when you see it and how they've included it, you're like instantly recognizable. You know?
Oh yeah. And here's my favorite part. Crap! I just destroyed it.
They actually shoot flaming cannonballs.
Yeah, and I can
Light ships on fire.
yeah. Now watch. And it'll continue to burn that whole thing. It's awesome because you can basically recreate the entire battle scene and just destroy the other person's ship. Now there are fireworks that can be set off from here, from below deck. I don't know where they are. I don't know where a way to watch them set off from below deck, and but I love it. I think this is awesome. I think it's cool that it just burns everything. And yes, the creatures are insane. Which, actually, I think I will do that. Which ones do you get?
I promised them that I would show them a sea turtle, and that is actually what I'm looking for.
Guess silverfish witch. Ooh, yeah, I have not spawned a witch. Here, I'm gonna spawn a zombie villager.
Oh, I see. I
I'll
knew
spawn
that we
an
hadn't seen a
Enderman
witch. I
for
got
ya.
a witch egg too.
The shulker, a guardian, an elder guardian, an evoker. I'll do that, and a vex. Let's do the
Okay,
vindicator.
The sea turtles, if you remember in the movie, when Jack Sparrow gets stranded on the island and gets off, he tells people this story about how he used sea turtles as shoes, and they have wooden planks attached to their backs in the game. That's not actually how he got off the island. No spoiler there, but that's what he tells people. And then this is what a witch looks like in this one, which I haven't seen yet and is actually pretty cool.
All right. Let's see. Well, that's a llama.
Llama.
I haven't seen the llama either. I'm not going to spawn the witch because she just did.
Why'd your screen get so dark?
That is a zombie villager. What is that? No, that's a zombie villager.
The Endermen
That's an Enderman.
are awesome.
That is an Enderman.
The glowing eyes gets me every time. I think it's the city skin
I think so, yeah.
where the Endermen actually look like Slenderman. He has
Oh,
no
yeah.
face and he's wearing
Yeah.
the suits.
That is awesome. That is a evoker. I don't know what an evoker actually is, but sure. That is a Vex. That is a freaking bone parrot. No, that is a... Wow, that's cool. Vindicator, which is the exact same as an evoker, which is kind of weird. Polar bear.
Vindicators live in the mansions and always wield axes. We actually, the last video that we posted, both of us ended up dying from a Vindicator, and he kind of made both of us look like a fool, but it was still fun.
Yes, and these are the creepers in this. And you can just barely see their face. And here, I'm about to release a Phantom, which is actually a new creature that came with the aquatic update. They actually fly.
And looks, with this skin, looks like a bioluminescent stingray.
Yeah.
So I know that we've previously talked about Minecon Earth,
Yes.
because it was just last week. There are a lot of big changes that are going to be happening between 2019 and 2020 for the Minecraft world and for a lot of the Minecraft fans. They released a whole bunch of new information about new village skins, villagers, new creatures. There's actually the Village and Pillage coming out.
Which I cannot wait for.
Seems super excited because they have this thing, which right now they're just calling the Pillage Beast.
The beast, yeah.
That kind of looks like an ox to me.
Me too.
But is huge, and they said that they're going to be really, really tough. So I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with that as well.
Oh yeah, and I absolutely can't wait. And yeah, here's the wheel, which I'm pretty sure you saw it earlier when she was there. But yeah, I mean,
no, actually, it didn't show him the wheel.
Yeah,
which
this is
one
the
of
wheel.
the iconic fight scenes between Will and Jack.
This is the wheel that detaches and rolls while Jack and Will are fighting on it, and it's awesome. I love everything they've done with this, and this is probably one of my favorite mashup packs.
Like I said in the beginning, it's done really, really well. And I'm really big into mythology and mythical creatures and everything, and they also have the Greek mythology mashup, and there's a couple other ones that are really good. There's also an Adventure Time mashup that was really good. Our kids watch Adventure Time and absolutely love Finn and Jake, so we may be adding that too, and then we could even potentially do a tour of that one as well.
Oh yes. And yeah, but from I think that is everything. If you've played this and we've missed something that you know you think we should show, or if there is something that you want to see us go through, or you know, even just straight up play, not necessarily take a tour through, feel free to let us know. Shoot us a comment, you know.
Or if you're a big fan of the movies, you can just let us know what your favorite parts are too. That's our middle child, Aurora.
Yeah, but yeah, if there's something you want us to, if there's something you want us to do, or you know, want us to look at, want us to see, want a tour of, you know,
we could
let us know.
go through and play the tutorials of the other worlds, even though we haven't bought them yet, and then at least be able to show them.
Yeah, we can do that if you want. Just let us know, and yeah, we will definitely look at your comments, see what we can do, and gladly help out, or gladly answer some requests. But as usual, thanks for watching. Give it a like if you like it. If you really want to see more, go ahead and give us a subscribe if you want. But until then, we'll see you on the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.